as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new...
Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King, and we're starting off today's program with a lovely young lady. Her name is Andrea, and she's come to talk about something very special, caviar, no less. Such a young one, but she's inheriting this from her mum, who's a caviar expert here on the Costa del Sol. But here to explain this new project is Andrea.
Hello.
Hello, so nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
And,
Thank you for having me.
It's funny because we have a CIT Marbella guest of the week every week, and it's so nice to get such a variety of different companies and caviar. What can I say? Oh, lovely.
It's great because we're local as well. So we have a store here in Marbella in El Mercado Municipal.
Do you know something? I've been talking with friends to go there with them because not enough people even know it exists.
Exactly. And it's such a lovely space. There is a variety of products. It's not only caviar, obviously, but you can just have a taste for it and then you can take it home if you like it. So it's a very good place to go and just have the afternoon now.
It's a very Spanish place. Are you Spanish? Are your family Spanish? What is your story?
So I am Spanish. I'm from Córdoba, but I grew up in South America, then moved to London, and now I'm back in the motherland. Yeah, just Marbella is great. It's a very good place to move back to.
No, because it's nice. You're so international, and seeing you, and it's nice that you have a place in the central market in Marbella, because that will bring other youngsters in. That they'll get to see it. Otherwise, it's going to like die off, and it's like a relic. And no, it's a wonderful place to be.
Exactly. That's the whole thing that we've done with caviar as well. So caviar is traditionally a very old school product. It was very imperial, so we've done it and given it a very new look. So our colors are different, our idea is different to make it approachable, to make it something that you can enjoy. If you're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, whatever, it's still a product that you can take home, have with your friends. And that's the whole idea behind the new project.
So caviar and friends, is it more affordable as well?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with that before we get out of our airs and graces.
Good news, yes. So everything on our website is below 200 euros, and we have very different presentations. So we have 30-gram tins, 50-gram tins, and then we have the taster boxes, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is one of our taster boxes. So you have 3 different tins, and this retails for below 100 euros. And you can just have a little taste of it, see if you like it, what the different varieties are. Because caviar, like many other things, comes from different types of fish. So you can have one that you like more, one that you like less, like wines, for example. Depending on the grape, they'll have a different flavor. So with caviar, it's the same thing. And the idea is that people become familiar with it and that it's not a huge blow on your wallet.
Why caviar?
Why caviar? Well, it was my mom, essentially. And it was finding a niche in the market that has not been explored before. And it's a product that it's very yummy to begin with, but also something that is delicate and that you can market it in a way that makes people fall in love with it.
Is that where your expertise? Have you been studying marketing?
No.
Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to as you've moved around the globe, living in different places.
No, so I studied law. I'm a lawyer by profession. But I did take marketing in school as a side module. I fell in love with it. I love creating a relationship between the consumer and the product and filling a need that they have. So I worked in luxury retail for a while whilst I was studying, also my passion, and fashion and high-end products. So it kind of like just felt natural to go into that caviar market. And the way we present it, so we have seasonal collections. So the labels will change with the years, so you can collect them, and it becomes more of a keepsake than just something that you eat and then throw away.
Well, that's nice that you're adding all the different elements in it as well. Will you be doing special, like, traditional ones for Christmas, or...?
Yes, so let me show you. We have this one. This is our first collection. It's called the Maestro collection. And you have paintings, they're very famous paintings. So you have Starry Night, you have the creation of Adam, and the Garden of Earthly Delights. They're all things that we've seen in our culture before and just mixed with food. So I wanted to give it a more of a, not special in that sense, but a timekeeping aspect to it.
No, without a doubt, if you're going to spend money on something like caviar, to then be able to say, well, I'm going to keep the actual little pot, and it's got a nice picture
Exactly.
on it. And in the sense, you are getting more out of it, especially the commemoration of that special moment when you ate it. And I suppose
Exactly.
special moments can be every day. You don't have to wait for a special occasion.
Exactly. Not every day can be special, obviously. And with this, it was commemorate that special moment, and we have little cards that we send that you can tell us what you want written in the card. Sort of like when you send flowers, we have the same thing. So we'll match the card to the tin label, and then we'll write whatever the person wants the card to say. Have a good day, or thank you for whatever, or just a special happy birthday.
So you can actually order and send a gift to somebody from Caviar and Friends.
Exactly. So we've developed a very user-friendly website. So it's very clearly laid out. We ship 24 hours. So you just go on the website, click what product you want, and on the bottom note, you can just tell us, between quotations, write Happy Birthday Mom, or Happy Father's Day.
Anywhere in the world?
No, just Spain. For
Okay,
now, we
all
only
right,
ship in
okay.
Spain. Yeah, we started
No, because other people
domestically.
can then get it and then reship it on, you
Exactly.
know, through their own systems.
It's just because we wanted to grow domestically first and then move on to, so we can make sure that we have a very good support system.
That sounds like a very wise business move between your marketing and your legal expertise and your mum's experience. It's nice to see that you are taking the business obviously step by step.
Yes, we wanted to grow organically and to start to create our own little friends circle and then take that onwards outside of Spain as well.
Fabulous. The place in the Marbella market, can you saying taste there? Can you sit down, or is it literally just you can taste things and then buy, or what is the format?
No, so people are traditionally very scared of caviar tins. It's just because you see a huge price tag and you see something that, you know, am I going to like it? Am I not going to like it? So what we did was we have little tasting tapas, very Spanish. You can try it with a tapa, see if you like it, or a blini, and then you can see, well, if I tried that tapa with that type of caviar, then I want to take the tin home. So that's, it's a little way to lose the fear to it.
Exactly. You don't want to make sure that you actually like what you're buying.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of sense. And you can also then buy online. You can have it delivered anywhere in Spain.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you've got yourself a nice little business going there.
So what happens here a lot is that people come to Marbella on holiday. They come from Madrid, Barcelona, anywhere in Spain, and they love the product. They try it. We have a nice chat. I love talking to the customers that come from all over. And then they go home and then they purchase it from home so they can have it delivered to Barcelona, to whatever. They don't have to wait until they come here next time to replenish.
Question, where's the caviar
Yes.
from?
So the caviar comes from all over. We are not tied to a particular producer because it's very difficult to be good at everything. So caviar, you have different varieties. You have beluga, you have ossetra, you have bari. So a farm usually specializes in one type of caviar. We sell 6 different types. So we buy each type from a different farm. That way we make sure that we have the top on everything.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Gosh, nearly forgot to ask the most important thing.
Yeah,
So-
it's very important, but the thing with caviar is that it used to be only Russian caviar or only Iranian caviar that was good, but now it's illegal. I don't know if you know this, but it's illegal to fish for wild sturgeon, so it all has to be raised in farms. And it takes about 8 years to develop a sturgeon so you can take the caviar out. So with the last 20 years, farmed caviar has become extremely good. They've perfected the technique, and it's the only type of caviar really that you're allowed to sell. So we just pick the best places.
Really is interesting. We could carry on talking about this for hours.
Honestly.
I'm going to have to come down and visit you in the market, and I've been
It'll be a
wanting, as I
pleasure.
say, to go there for a long time, an added incentive. Well, Andrea, a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, thank you for having
Congratulations,
me.
Caviar and Friends. Look forward to
Thank you.
seeing you again, and I know it's going to be very successful. Well, I hope I will also see you down there in the Marbella market, and if not, go down there, even if I don't see you. It is certainly well worth it. A lot going on, great fresh produce, there's great bars there, you can even buy and cook it. There is really worth the trip, and it's a real true slice of Marbella life. We're now going to some messages from our sponsors. Don't go away, because we will be back.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director. as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a zero-hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Zero Hero, welcome to the playwright.
Hello guys, welcome to Harbor. All the designated drivers are welcome here to the Harbor. And we are very proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
G-Wine is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
Clan are proud to present Zero to Hero. Never drink and drive.
Yes, I mean, do you think that's across the piece?
Please.
McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
I'm absolutely delighted to welcome Ashaki, aka Ash, to the programme. And I love the name Ash because that's my daughter's nickname. She's Ashley and she's our Ash. And I've got another Ash to add to the family, which is lovely. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to the programme. It's thanks to our wonderful Salva here at RTV Marbella. And we were chatting, and he was telling me about how his wife and he got involved in this project, and it just sounded so fascinating. I had to meet you, and I'm so grateful for your time, Ash.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
So are you only in Marbella now because of the COVID situation and you can't get back to Detroit? Because I understand that Master Key, your master plan that you've got in play here, takes place between Marbella and Detroit.
It does, it does. So this is probably the longest that we've been away from Detroit. We tend to spend a lot of time there because we do have offices there. We have a lot of staff members there, our renovation crews. So, yes.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Ash, you have a very interesting setup for your business. You buy properties, you do them up, you sell them, and you do that from Marbella in Detroit. And I think it's a perfect example of the new world, the new business, the way things have got so small. Can you give us a bit of a history of how it even started?
I'll try and make it quick.
No,
but,
you don't worry, we have time.
But, I mean, I started in real estate quite a long time ago, about 15 years ago when I first came to Marbella. We started in Detroit. We just saw it as a good opportunity. And we started in Detroit 6 years ago. We opened our company. We started buying properties for investment and renovating them over there. We decided that we needed a bit more support, so we opened management to look after the properties after we had renovated them. And really, it's just grown from there. So now we have a lot of renovation teams. We have the office with our staff looking after the properties. And
it's funny because 6 years ago, you was kind of putting you just after the last crisis.
Yes.
And an interesting time, I see, like a good time perhaps to take advantage that property was at a price in Detroit, but an upcoming market, as you could see.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Marbella to Detroit in those days, there's not many flights. That wasn't an easy, easy commute.
I think it was probably, if I can compare it to anything, it was the same as flying to Bali or Indonesia or something. It was like 25 hours. And it was because you had so many changes. It was from Marbella to London, London to New York, you know. So it really was a bad connection then, but the property prices were rock bottom. They were really cheap. So it was a good opportunity for us.
What kind of things do you look at? What are the properties that are... I mean, every time I think about you, I think of the Property Brothers or the this. Do you know what I mean? It's like you should be a TV show.
Everybody says the same thing, and it really does feel like that. Some of them you walk in and it does feel like a bit, you know, they look like a horror movie, or some of them do. But we look at certain things. We want, you know, good structure. We look at the roof. We spend our life, you know, looking at, we start with the horrible, you know, with the deals basically. And then we see what we can save from it. If they're older properties, sometimes they have nice features that we can save, and if not, then we take it out and do everything new. They're rental properties, so it needs to be functional.
Oh, so all of your properties are rental properties?
All of our properties are rentals. We do it for investment, so for our own investment and for our clients as well. So we basically look at things, clean lines, durable, you know, surfaces, ceramic floors and hardwood floors and things like that. And yeah, we just try and make it safe, obviously, for the tenants and somewhere that they would like to live or somewhere that I would like to live.
You've got to have a lot of business acumen and you've got to have a lot of insight and a lot of vision. Is this your history? You're a designer, an architect, an interiors?
No,
where does this come from? This, okay, let's do this.
So, well, I've got my background's very mixed. So before I came to Spain, in the UK, I was director's PA. I think I've always been organised, which is, I think, is something that's good. So I've always been in director's PA. I did work in the fashion industry, but I used to work in merchandising, so it was all numbers and shipments and making sure everything was organised and on time. And then when I came to Spain, I wanted to get into sales, and I joined a very large real estate company. So I learned a lot about after sales, you know, and what the client wants and making sure they're looked after the purchase, which is very important when our clients were abroad when I was selling in Spain, and therefore that's an important key part to our business as well. What was the decision to come to Spain? What enticed you here? It wasn't the sun or anything like that. It was literally just I got offered a good job, which sounded like an interesting opportunity. My plan was to spend 2 years, and here I am 15 years later in Marbella. I think that happens to a lot of people. But it is a beautiful place, and I really do enjoy it. And I think it's given me a good opportunity. Wonderful. It's nice that we've got you a bit longer than anticipated, yeah. Obviously, because you can't leave. I want to go. So how is it affecting you, if I can ask, everything that's going on? I mean, you obviously have a lot of people who depend on you, and then a lot of tenants who maybe aren't getting the incomes that they were. And what's well, actually, it's the strangest thing is that this is, again, what you say about the modern era is that we are very well set up. So we have, you know, I said before, the teams we have employees who work in the office in Detroit who are full-time employees. We have, you know, the team who do maintenance. We have large companies that work with us who do plumbing and other things to call out for the tenants. But our systems are completely online. So I can see exactly when a tenant has a query, I can see them from here. Although I don't deal with them personally, the staff members do, then I can see exactly what's going on all the time. And I'm that kind of person, I'm always watching. It's given us a great opportunity because we have lots of clients who are coming in now, buying from Latin America. We have a lot of Chilean clients coming. A lot of people from Argentina are buying at the moment because they see this as their opportunity because property prices are still a lot cheaper and they're buying into the dollar. So this for us has been a great opportunity. Again, another crisis, unfortunately, has been bad for some, but for us it's been another opportunity to improve our administration. So that's what we've been working on while we've been stuck here. And to also, we're selling a lot more units than we were before because people see the prices as being good. It's wonderful because it really is. A lot of people are in crisis, but then like you, the last time you took advantage, again, seeing the upside because there it is, either half empty or half full. It is as you look at it, and I love the way you look at it. It's nice to know that we have a local lassie who's like gallivanting to Detroit, buying a few places, doing them out, renting them out, and come back to Marbella. And it's definitely... How do you cope normally with it? Is it exhausting? It is, but again, I said before, coming from the life of being in Marbella, coming from the real estate industry in Marbella, that's where I learned everything. And I used to do exhibitions, so I'm not sure if, you know, the large companies that were down here, MRI, you know, Andalusian Dream Homes, we used to do a lot of exhibitions and flying backwards and forwards, and I think it's just set me up and prepared me for I think it's funny because I know when I just go to Madrid, how different it is. But when you're talking about, you know, going from Marbella to Detroit, the feeling, the air, I mean, everything is just so different. But you know, Marbella has something special, and I think that Detroit does as well, because when I first got there, It really was. I mean, it's Motown, you know, it's a town of music. It's so although it was very depressed in the sense of, you know, it needed a lot of work, it needed a lot of money, we saw something. You know, we saw an opportunity. It felt different. It felt like a nice place to be, and that's another reason why we invested, not just because of the cheap prices.
Exactly. You could feel that you could give something back to the community.
Yeah, there's something I liked about it. So I think you have to like it. You know,
you're creating a little bit of you there. You're putting your cereal how you would like it to be, and it's nice.
It is, and it's the way, you know, the way we treat our tenants as well. Everything kind of follows through. We try to give good service from the clients who buy the houses through to the tenants who live in them, and that's really what, you know, we're trying to do.
Absolutely fabulous. So proud of you. So nice to meet you, and so nice to know that really our community is made up of so many different, varied, fascinating human beings.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, that was fun and unexpected, but we really do so many different things. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more to let you know what's going on in Marbella Now.
We can change if we try. Just believe.